Mary Beth. I'm so excited that we're talking today. And we worked together to really 10x your job search, which was so exciting. But before we started working together, where were you in your job search?
Yeah, it was crazy, Kara. So I had worked a career, 20-year career. I left and I was like, what am I going to do? Kind of COVID related, but also just wasn't the best fit for me. And I just felt like after 20 years, if I'm going to do a career pivot, now is the time. And I really thought it'd be so much easier than it was. And I, did the job boards and connected with people, and obviously just not a great time in our economy. So I was struggling to even get any attention, any callbacks, and it was, devastating for the ego.
Yeah. How long were you searching before you kind of decided to work together with me?
Yeah, well, I took a pretty good break just after 20 years. I was like, I'm going to take a little sabbatical, but it was probably 90 days on my own where I was really looking and searching and trying to make something happen before I contacted you.
Awesome. So we worked together, and now you're doing a lot of really cool things, which is so exciting. So tell me, what was the most valuable part of working together?
I mean, there were so many things, so it's going to be hard to put it down to one. I think the biggest thing was um your guidance and training of how to take control. I was very much when I came to you kind of just waiting for things to happen, waiting for recruiters to come back to me, waiting for companies to realize my value. So I think the biggest thing was you just gave me the empowerment to own my own journey and to control how I was communicating, what I was communicating, what my brand looked like. And I didn't have those skills or maybe the confidence to do that before I started working with you.
Yeah, man, when you have control of your job search, things happen. So now you're doing a lot of things that you always wanted to do and the work life balance that you always wanted as well. So if someone were watching this video and they were kind of debating whether or not to work with me, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I would say, listen, it's an investment, but I think you're not spending money, you're investing your money. And for me, in a time where I wasn't working, it was a conversation with my husband and, can we do this? But it was like, how could we not? I had worked so hard. I had built up this massive career. I wasn't getting anywhere. And honestly, after one conversation with you, I was like, this in itself, if I did nothing else, this was worth the investment. And there was so much more that came with that. So I would just say, listen, trust in yourself, trust in Kara, trust that she knows what she's doing. And it opened doors that I never would have opened. I never would have knocked on, if we're being honest. And now I'm doing things from my own home. I'm in control of what's going on. And it's opened doors and a career pivot. I've done like a career 360 like three times. I'm like doing twirls of things that I never would have done before. So I would just say, trust in the process and trust Kara.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mary Beth.
Absolutely.